Hello Year 3 and welcome back to another maths lesson where you get to watch Miss Monaghan write numbers really badly using a laptop. So today our journal is writing length in metres. So question number 1 is going to be quite straightforward questions. Question number 2 we're going to be using a map to help us answer. So write in metres. 1 km. Now can you remember what km stands for? What is this, the abbreviation? That means like shortened down version of. So we know m is meters, km means kilometers. I would write it, but it'll take me far too long. Kilometers. So we know how long a meter is. Kilo means 1,000. So kilo, which is the prefix, means 1,000. So kilometers literally means 1,000 meters. So there's a clue in the name how many meters are in a kilometre. So how are we going to convert these? So we've got 1 kilometre and 400 metres. So I'm going to write the first one out in full, and then the rest, once you have done a few, you can kind of do them in your head. 1 kilometre and 400, oh, this is so tricky, 400 metres. So we're going to change this 1 kilometre because we want it all to be meters. I'm going to change it into how many meters. So 1 kilometre is how many meters? 1,000. So this is where it starts to get tricky because you need to remember from meters to kilometres is 1,000, but from centimetres to meters is 100 because centi, like a century, is 100. 100 years is a century. Centimetres is 1/100th the size of a metre. So it's 100 times smaller than a metre. So anyway, sorry. 1 kilometre is 100 metres, and we're going to add the 400, which is going to make 1,000 add 400. I almost gave you the answer then. You can hear it in your head. 1,000 add 400. 1,400 meters. Like so. So we can write our answer in here, which is smaller and obviously trickier. 1,400. 0, 10, 0, 1s. Now let's try question B. So 3 kilometers and 45 meters. So this 3 kilometers, if we know that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, 3 kilometers, I'm just going to write it below, is going to be 3,000 meters. So remember 3,000. So you can, to make sure you've got the right amount of zeros, count it in your head. So 3 on its own with 3 ones. Add 1 0 is now 3 tens. 3 hundreds, 3 thousands. Okay, and then you're going to be adding the 45. Now this is where you need to be very careful with your place value. You don't want to put the 4 into the hundreds and the 5 into the tens. You also don't want to put them into the right place and then forget the placeholder. So we've got 3,000 meters. We've got 0 hundreds of meters, but we need to put that 0 in as a placeholder because it's not the one at the very front. If it's the one at the very front, we don't need it, but if there's a number in front of it, we do need it. Then we've got 4 tens. We're going to put in our 4 tens and 5 ones. Can we read this whole number now? So 3 thousands, 0 hundreds, 4 tens and 5 ones, 3,045. Fantastic. Now this next question is going to be a little bit tricky again. The first part is actually really easy. If 1 kilometre is 1,000 meters, 5 kilometers is going to be 5. Oh, that was a big 5. 5,000 meters. Okay, so 5,000 should have 3 zeros. And we need to add the 5 meters. So what place value is this 5 meters? Where should it go? The ones, tens, hundreds, or thousands? So if it's 5 on its own, it's 5 ones. So we've got 5 thousands, 0 hundreds, but we need to put in a placeholder, 0 tens, and 5 ones. So what's this answer? That is a 5, not 6. 5,005 meters long. Okay. Now, question number 2, we're using, this is like a small map, so I'm not actually sure if you can see where I'm pointing, so I've got the laser pointer up. So look at the map and answer the questions. So here we've got the skate park, we've got the market, and we've got the shopping mall. And then we've got some different distances between them and Sam's house in the middle. So the distance between Sam's house and the is the shortest. So let's see, Sam's house and the market is 1 kilometre and 75 metres. The distance between Sam's house and the skate park is 2 kilometres and 305 metres. Now, if we look at just the metres, we can tell that the skate park's longer, but the easiest place to look is the kilometres first. So even if this says 750 metres, because this is 2 kilometres, this is going to be longer. So let's have a look between Sam's house and the shopping mall. So at the minute, sorry, Sam's house in the skate park is longer than Sam's house in the market, and we're trying to find the shortest. So Sam's house in the shopping mall, if we just looked at the meters, this would be 10 meters and that would be 75 meters. So you would think this is shorter, but we need to look at the kilometers first. We only really need to look at the meters if the kilometers are the same. So look at the meters first, the kilometers first, 4 kilometers, and this is 1 kilometer. So which one is the shortest distance? It's between Sam's house and the market. So I'm going to try my hardest to write market in here. Oh, and I'm trying to join it up. Oh wow, that was better than I expected. Now the distance, so I'm going back to the pointer. The distance between the skate park and Sam's house is something meters. So here's the skate park here, and here's Sam's house. So I'm going to change the colour of my pen just so you can see the route, the line that we're working. So skate park and Sam's house. So here's the skate park, and we're traveling along this road here to Sam's house, and that distance is this. Now, what we need to be careful, we could just write that in there, but that would be wrong, because if we look at the units in the question, it's asking for just meters. Now, the map hasn't given us in just meters, the map has given us in kilometers and meters, so we have to convert this, and I'll write it out actually. So we're starting with 2 kilometers and 305 meters. So we're going to change this part's the part that's not in meters. So this is the part that we need to change. Remember, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. 2 kilometers is going to be 2,000 meters. 200, 2,000 meters. And then we're going to add the other meters that were already there, and we didn't have to convert them because they were already in meters. So 2,000 add 305, yeah, that's right, it's going to be, so how many thousands have we got? We've got 2 thousands there, we've got 300s, you can see the 300s here, 0 tens, oh that was a big 3, and 5 ones. So the distance between the skate park and Sam's house is 2,305 meters. Well done. Let's look at the final question. Sam needs to travel something kilometers and something meters from his house to the shopping mall. So let's look at Sam's house. I'll change the color again. This time, what color should I go? Let's go blue. So we're traveling from his house to the shopping mall. So from Sam's house along this path here to the shopping mall. And which distance do you think it's going to be? So it's going to be this distance here, which is 4 kilometers and 10 meters. Now let's check the question. Do we need to convert? Do we need to change it? So Sam needs to travel something kilometers and something meters. So we don't need to change it. We can just copy it in. So 4 kilometers and 10 meters. That question was nice and easy. So you need to be really, really careful when you're working on your big books today. Check if you need to write it in kilometers and meters or just meters. And then always make sure, I'm going to keep saying this every single day, just to remind you, make sure you're writing the correct unit. So you make sure you're writing centimeters, meters, or kilometers, depending on what you have converted it to. Okay? You can do this. Come back. I'll do some more tomorrow. Bye.